What is up, my Sunlight Samurais, my Andrew Knots? So in this video, we're going to talk about if serotonin in foods can lower your testosterone and if you should be avoiding foods that is high in serotonin. So we might know serotonin as a neurotransmitter that people also classify as being low in depression. So that's why they use SSRIs and SNRIs to increase serotonin and help with depression. All right, but one of the side effects of these drugs is that it can lower testosterone, cause sexual dysfunction and whatnot. So you don't want an excess amount of serotonin. You want a normal, healthy amount of serotonin, but not more, right? So when you eat foods that's high in serotonin, is it going to increase your serotonin too much and then lower your testosterone? Right, let's dive in. Right, so in this article, I discuss all of the science, so the link will be in the description. If you've read this article before and you like this info, light up the comments. If you have any questions, maybe even put on some banana emojis. That's also nice. All right, so quick background on serotonin. So serotonin is created by tryptophan hydroxylase 1 and 2, and about 90 to 95% of serotonin is produced in the gut, and the remaining 5 to 1% is produced in the brain. And so the gut serotonin doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier unless it's leaky. And very interestingly, only 1% of tryptophan is used to create serotonin, only 1%. That's quite fascinatingly small. And then serotonin is broken down by monoamine oxidase A, which is more water-soluble, and it can be excreted from the body. So with 95% of serotonin being produced in the gut, there's a lot of monoamine oxidase A in the gut as well to break down that serotonin. So that if you eat foods that high in serotonin, that serotonin will also be quickly broken down by this enzyme. So the question is, with the serotonin that you do eat from foods, will it actually be enough to increase serotonin in the body or not, right? So, but before we get into that, let's look at serotonin's effect on cortisol. It can have an inhibitory effect on multiple levels. An excess amount of serotonin can increase cortisol, it can increase prolactin, it can impair LH release to GnRH. So LH drops, and then it also releases CRF from the hypothalamus, which releases ACTH from pituitary, which stimulates the adrenal glands to release cortisol. So CRF or CRH directly has an inhibitory effect, inhibits serogenic enzymes. So an excess amount of serotonin can inhibit testosterone on multiple levels. It's not good. We don't want an excess of serotonin. So when you eat a bunch of serotonin, can it then acutely maybe lower your testosterone? Right, so here was a study looking at, they gave the aqueous, there's a water extract of banana peel to male rats, and they looked at serum testosterone and estradiol levels. So here you can see there's a yellow peel and a green peel extract. So you can see here the testosterone from the control group is 2.9, which then dropped, right, to lower doses 1.6, and the bigger doses 1.2, dropped from 1.9 to 2.9 to 1.8 and 1.1. So like the drop is quite significant when you take a banana peel because potentially of the serotonin. And then you can also see the estrogen at the baseline was 8.2 and it increased to 15 or 12 or 11 and 10. So estrogen definitely went up. So testosterone went down, estrogen went up when they gave these animals the banana peel extract. Right, so there was another animal study showing that the plantain, so there's not banana, but it's the plantain peel water extract, the same kind of like as above, restore testosterone erectile function that's been reduced by paroxetine, which is a SSRI. So these SSRIs are known to induce sexual dysfunction. So it's very interesting. This one study found a decrease in testosterone, the increase in estrogen. The other study found that it restored testosterone and erectile function that was being harmed by an SSRI drug. All right, so it does have a potential to lower testosterone. So let's look at the foods that's high in serotonin. Top of the list would be bananas, cherries, chicory, cabbage, coffee. But the biggest ones is just banana and plantain. They are the highest. So in terms of the top three, it's the plantain, pineapples, and bananas. So if you look at the amount containing in the top three, it's plantain at 30, banana at 17, pineapple at 17, and banana at 15. And then the others is very low. So if you have multiple kiwis, it doesn't really increase serotonin levels in the body at all. So we can see here the butternuts, the nut specifically is also very high in serotonin. So you don't want to have too much of that. So specific nuts, you can see the shag bark hickory nuts is also pretty high, but it's a very uncommon nuts actually. Anyway, so here you can see a study where they gave people 4 bananas And you can look at the urinary excretion metabolite of serotonin. This is not serotonin, but the metabolite, the broken down metabolite, through the enzyme monoamine oxidase A. As you can see, it 4x, very big spike from normal, conventional diet to the banana. So after eating 4 bananas, it spiked 4x, the metabolite of serotonin. But what they did find is that serotonin itself did not increase in the blood, only the metabolite of serotonin, which means that all of the serotonin that you're consuming has been broken down before it even goes into the blood. So the serotonin that you eat is not going to harm you because it's been broken down and then excreted in the urine. So even if you get this massive spike, this does not mean that you're actually absorbing the serotonin. It just means that the serotonin you've been consuming has been broken down before it's even been absorbed. So that means it's not going to lower your testosterone. All right, so let's look on fruit on testosterone. So before everyone thinks like we should be eliminating fruit because of the serotonin issues, let's look at fruit, right? So there's some in vitro studies, which means they isolate some of the plant compounds from fruits and foods, and they test it on testicular cells, see if it produces testosterone, see what happens. So they look at various flavonoids, etc., and it's been shown to stimulate serogenic regulated protein, which is critical to entry of cholesterol into the mitochondria, which can help to increase testosterone production. So some flavonoids can. There's a few other flavonoids like bicolin, lutein, apigenin, and chrysin. These specifically can help to increase testosterone through a variety of mechanisms. So some of them stimulate STAR, other ones lower inflammation, other ones inhibit aromatase. So they work via different mechanisms, but these flavonoids and stuff can help to increase your testosterone. And when you look at animal studies, there was a study showing that cacao plus pomegranate rind extract increased testosterone. Raspberry, dates, this one, citrus protected the testes against toxins. So although fruit might not skyrocket your testosterone, it protects the testes against toxins that can potentially lower testosterone production. And if you look at fruit and erectile dysfunction, fruit helps to protect against erectile dysfunction. Another study found that the consumption of 50 milligrams of flavonoids lowered the risk of ED by 32%. So it basically reduces vascular inflammation, increases nitric oxide bioavailability, and reduces PDE5 expression. So meaning more nitric oxide bioavailability. So yeah, fruits can help to protect the Leydig cells, can help to optimize your testosterone, help to keep it high, and then it helps to optimize your sexual function, the vascular system, so you can get better erections. So in summary, if you eat serotonin from foods, it's not going to lower your testosterone. Kiwis is not going to lower it, bananas is not going to lower it, pineapple is not going to lower it. On the contrary, it might more be helpful because of the antioxidants and stuff. And some of these fruits, for example, pineapple contain vitamins and minerals that can help to optimize testosterone, or kiwis can help against constipation. And if you have constipation, that can induce intestinal inflammation, which can lower your testosterone. So all of these fruits are more likely to be beneficial than harmful. So serotonin from food is not going to lower testosterone, but fruit is more likely going to be helpful. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful, and I will check you in the next one. Peace out.